Imagination is more important than knowledge. Life is like riding a bicycle. To keep your balance, you must keep moving. Learn from yesterday, live for today, hope for tomorrow. In the middle of difficulty lies opportunity. Strive not to be a success, but rather to be of value. Logic will get you from A to B. Imagination will take you everywhere. The only source of knowledge is experience. Try not to become a person of success, but rather try to become a person of value. We cannot solve our problems with the same thinking we used when we created them. The measure of intelligence is the ability to change. A person who never made a mistake never tried anything new. Look deep into nature and then you will understand everything better. Education is what remains after one has forgotten what one has learned in school. You never fail until you stop trying. Reality is merely an illusion, albeit a very persistent one. The world as we have created it is a process of our thinking. It cannot be changed without changing our thinking. Great spirits have always encountered violent opposition from mediocre minds. The true sign of intelligence is not knowledge but imagination. The important thing is not to stop questioning. The value of a man should be seen in what he gives and not in what he is able to receive. Only a life lived for others is a life worthwhile. Strive not to be a success, but rather to be of service. Weakness of attitude becomes weakness of character. The world is a dangerous place to live, not because of the people who are evil, but because of the people who don't do anything about it. Peace cannot be kept by force. It can only be achieved by understanding. No problem can be solved from the same level of consciousness that created it. I have no special talent. I am only passionately curious. It's not that I'm so smart. It's just that I stay with problems longer. The best way to predict the future is to create it. The world is not dangerous because of those who do harm, but because of those who look at it without doing anything. The only way to escape the corruptible effect of praise is to go on working. If you can't explain it simply, you don't understand it well enough. The most beautiful experience we can have is the mysterious. The difference between stupidity and genius is that genius has its limits. Peace is not merely the absence of war, but the presence of justice, of law, of order. If you want to live a happy life, tie it to a goal, not to people or things. It is the supreme art of the teacher to awaken joy and creative expression and knowledge. The only thing that interferes with my learning is my education. Insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results. The value of a college education is not the learning of many facts, but the training of the mind to think. Intellectual growth should commence at birth and cease only at death. It is not that I'm so wise, it's just that I stay with problems longer. Education is not the learning of facts, but the training of the mind to think. Learn from yesterday, live for today, hope for tomorrow. The important thing is not to stop questioning. The value of a man should be seen in what he gives and not in what he is able to receive. Weakness of attitude becomes weakness of character. Education is what remains after one has forgotten what one has learned in school. The true sign of intelligence is not knowledge but imagination. Only a life lived for others is a life worthwhile. Try not to become a person of success, but rather try to become a person of value.